Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video, it's day 3 of Realistic Economy. And I've just picked up a load of almond crates again here in New Orleans, going up to Baton Rouge. So let's get started. I checked my online banking, and it turns out that I have 168 days to pay off this loan. Which would mean 168 episodes. So it could be a couple of years before I get that done. Nothing coming either direction. But I happened to check because a lot of people are using a different realistic economy mod. I'm using the one by PTR1CK, and that is the same person who created the minimal advisor mod that puts the advisory bar up at the top of the screen. So that's the one I use, but a lot of people are using another one. I can't remember the name, but it's a lot more popular. So of course I'm doing the thing that isn't quite as popular. But I have a feeling after testing the other one just to see what it was like, I have a feeling the reason the other one's more popular is this realistic economy mod is a lot harder. Basically, this job is going to pay a little over $500, and with the other mod, it would be like $1,000. And with the base game economy, I think it would be like 1,500 or 2,000. So I can definitely see why a lot of people use the other one. Oh, that trucker's been pulled over for an inspection, it looks like. Or possibly speeding. But anyway, yeah. I can see why the other one's more popular. Do I regret not using the other one? Not really. This one is definitely more of a challenge. The other thing about the other version, the other mod, is that it is the loan system is different, and it occurred to me after the last video that the realistic economy mod actually changes the loan system. So in the base game loan system, the loan payment would be like a ridiculous amount of money over a lot shorter of an amount of time. And with the other Realistic Economy mods. It looks like the loans would be a very small amount per day, but it would be spread over a year. And this concerns me because I can't get over, okay, I'm fine. But anyway, this job is going to pay a little over 500. It's only a short trip up to Baton Rouge. Then I'll try to get another job back here and hopefully make a pretty good amount of money in just a couple trips this time. I am trying to do jobs over 100 miles. Because the Cruising Louisiana event is still needing to be finished. And I'm doing my part. You doing yours? As I'm recording this, I just saw the latest video from SCS showing truck stops. And it looks like there's going to be some interesting truck stops in South Dakota. But something that I've been noticing quite a bit is they're also working on gas stations for regular four-wheel automobiles, like cars and trucks, like you would take if you were going on, say, a road trip. I think I need to be in the right lane. So I think I made the right decision here, or no? I need to get back in the left lane. So I really have a strong feeling that they're working on regular gas stations, getting ready for the road trip DLC that's going to be coming sometime this year, someday. I'm still not sure how I feel about that. On one hand, it will be kind of nice to be able to explore the world in a car or a pickup truck, but on the other hand, this is a trucking simulator, so not really sure how that fits together, but I'm sure they've got a plan to fit it all together somehow. Looks like this place has a guard shack over here. And they raised the gate, so they must believe I am who I say I am with these almond boxes. I had a look in one of those almond boxes just to see what it looked like, and it looked like it's probably a bag full of almonds. Alright. Well, let's see where they want me to park. I have no way of knowing what that's going to look like until I get to it, so it also looks like it's a long way into the facility here. One of the unfortunate parts of using the real company's mods is that sometimes they render in uh, pretty close to you, and it kind of ruins the experience a little, but not too bad. I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much. I know some people it probably does. Is there a way to get through here? Yeah, I think so. Oh, the last time I went down a road to the side of a place, I ended up getting stuck in a ditch. I hope that doesn't happen here, but it looks like I've got to go way down here and then turn and go up that hill there. So I can't really turn my head and see, make sure there's not a train coming, so I hope there's not. I don't think I've ever been to this place. No, I know I've never been to this place. I would I would definitely remember if I'd been here. Looks like it's set up to make it not too difficult to park. Having to chase the trailer here a little bit. More or less, I'm backing pretty straight in, just using the mirrors. Yeah, I'm not falling for the old skip parking dialogue this time. All right, let's see what we get for this load. Okay, well, I didn't level up there, but that's fine. I did get $584, so now it's on to the next job. Okay, so I just picked up this load of waste paper that's going from here in Baton Rouge back down to New Orleans. And by the way, the loan payments are made every day at noon. So let's get started. While I could technically turn right here, I'm going to go down to the next stop sign because there is a light down there that'll make it a little easier to get back on the highway. I hope. Also, I've just discovered a new passage, apparently. That's unexpected. And I just realized I've got to wait for that light to turn green, so I can't really do much until that light turns green. All right, here we go. Not really sure there is a best way out of there when you're going this direction. That was not a complicated decision on which route to take at all, was it? Just looking at the sky, it looks like it could start raining any minute. You never really know, though. Sometimes it rains when the sun's shining. Sometimes the sun shines when it's cloudy like that. I guess I didn't really have to get into the left lane. I feel like this has happened before. Oh yeah, this is where the speed goes to 35. For apparently no reason. And then it goes back to 60. Also for no reason. Oh, and AI traffic doesn't seem to slow down, so who knows? can't get back in the right lane because there's a car over there. I think it's falling back far enough I can get over. No, that was not the car I just hit. Okay, and with this load, I will have made enough to easily cover today's loan payment, or tomorrow's loan payment, actually. But I do need to make sure that I have enough to cover Saturday and Sunday. I think after this one, I will still have enough to make tomorrow's loan payment and Saturday's. But today is Wednesday and I only have 2 days left, so I want to make sure I have enough. And I can't help but think that if I'd used one of the other Realistic Economy mods, I think I need to be over here. Was I right? Was I wrong? I think I was wrong. But it looks like it'll be fun. If I'd used one of the other Realistic Economy mods where the income is so much more and the loan payments were so much less, this wouldn't be such a big deal. Okay, so GPS told me to get right. I didn't have to get right. Now it's telling me to get left, and I'm really hoping the guy in that car back there is not too angry. They were far enough back that I was able to get over, but I'm sure they probably not happy. Better back off this car, which for some reason was slowing down even though the speed limit is 50. Pretty sure slowed down to about 45 there for a second. Get over now before that car gets too close and I have to cut them off again. And this actually is a right turn lane. And there's traffic coming, so I need to wait for them. Pretty sure that's not a turn lane, so I'm not going to get into it. But I'm also going to block it just in case it is. Okay. Okay, let's see where they want me to park. And that is not going to happen, so I'm going to take the easy parking. And that's just something I'm going to probably do at some places is take the easy parking. Realistically, let's see what we get. Realistically, they're going to be unloading my trailer and they need space, and the place they wanted me to park doesn't even have space for their forklifts to get this stuff off my trailer. So that wouldn't make sense. But that got me another 500. So let me see if there's another job. All right. Well, this is the last job of the day. I only have time for this one more. I looked at a few jobs that were going to either Homa or Lafayette, and they were one of them was paying pretty well, but realistically, I just don't have enough time to get that either of those jobs done by 7 o'clock. So I took a job. It's a little over $300, and I don't even have to leave New Orleans, but I did have to drive over here empty. They actually sent me over here from where I just dropped off to bring some more stuff to them. So let's get going. And you probably noticed those are empty pallets. Once again, I feel like I'm working for a recycling company. But that's okay. Actually need to get a little far to the left here because I gotta pull out to the left. Right. And I kind of have a feeling that the these longer videos, as they get closer to the end, I'm probably going to talk less as I go because I'm going to run out of things to say. You may enjoy that, I don't know. Getting in and out of this place requires some interesting use of on ramps and off ramps, and well, you'll see when we get down here. Uh, You can kind of see that loop that goes above the road up ahead. I've actually got to get on that to get back up on the highway, and the light going across must have turned red because that truck stopped in the middle of its turn. Just another AI traffic doing AI traffic things. And I was just thinking earlier that if I make it through this without hitting anything, I will have made it through 3 days in game without an accident. And just the thought of that has probably made it certain that something terrible happens in the next few minutes. But we will see. You know, something that I had been thinking about doing was getting one of the realistic fat mods. I've been looking into those. They lower the chances of getting fines for like random traffic accidents when you hit a car. But as we all know, most of the time, if there is a wreck with an AI car, it's probably the AI car's fault because the AI cars like to run into us. And also make it so that you only get fines if there's actually a speed camera or a police car in the area. But as I was looking into that, I realized that the Realistic Economy mod by PTR1CK is actually already modifies the fine system to pretty much take care of all of those things. So I really don't see the point of getting one of those. In fact, it may be a conflict with the Realistic Economy mod. So that has kind of put my mind at ease a little bit about the risk of getting a fine. Like in that spot where it suddenly goes to 35 miles an hour on an off ramp and then goes back up to 60. The reason I haven't got a fine there is probably because there's never been a cop or a police car in the area, and there's not a speed camera set up there. I'm really not sure if the GDC, I think it's GDC, I'm not sure if those realistic economy mods have any influence on the fine system. Let's see where to park. Oh, it wants me to park there. You know what? I didn't park there the first time. I'll try it this time, see what happens. Still think it's not very realistic to park in that spot because, well, I guess they could use the crane there to lift the pallets off my truck. Not sure that's what they should be doing, though. Actually, no, I couldn't even use the crane because it's too far away from it. There's not a loading dock, so it's not like they can drive a forklift onto my trailer. I do have it setting so that I can't turn my head out the window if the window is still up. Yeah, that didn't work. I actually watched a video of a very long semi-trailer, truck and trailer, uh, backing into a much tighter parking spot than this. Uh, he also did a much better job than I did. He actually took quite a bit longer to do it, but he was having to get between two different trailers. So, yeah, no comparison. Okay, I'm gonna put my window up. This is the last job for the day. Let's see what we get. Well, that brings me up to nearly $2,300. So, thanks for watching and have a nice day.